Basketball, baseball.
Let me have your attention just to let you know, this meeting's being recorded, so your comments are being recorded, so. We'll start the meeting at 6:30, just need to let everybody know that we are being recorded, so. Go ahead and keep talking, but, just don't talk about Mark.
If you want to record. She wants to go right there. Right there. So we told you.
It may not take 20 minutes.
So in trouble. Yeah, that's not a bad
I gotta hit If anybody needs to address council, you can sign in over there. If anybody has an issue they want to address council with, we'll start here in a couple of minutes. They didn't play that. I've done put and then you just let it sit. And I make it. All right, have your attention. We will call the Loudon City Council meeting for January 27th, 2025 to order. I don't know if you feel it or not, but this is the safest place, I think, in Loudon right now. All the firepower we have in this room right now. Glad everybody's here. We're gonna, I want to introduce Brother Charlie Henderson. He's our interim pastor at Loudon Baptist Church now. And Rylan Newman's gonna do our pledge for us. So we thank you for being here. And you even coordinated your outfits here. Green and khaki, y'all are really good. So we're gonna ask everyone to stand, and Charlie, you start.
Let's go to the Lord in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we praise you because you are almighty, and we praise you because you are our creator, and that you created us to be in community. And so, Lord, we come together as a community here for the city of Loudon, and we just pray that you would bless this time, that you would give us a spirit of peace, a spirit of partnership, and that we would work well for the people, and that you would be glorified in everything that's done here tonight. I pray for our leaders and for those that are here to witness what they do. And Lord, just that it would be well-pleasing in your sight. And I pray these things in Jesus Christ's precious name. Amen. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and
and justice for all.
Thank you. May be seated. If Robin and Brother Charles, can you come up here? Token for both of you.
Is it a pistol?
No, it's not a block.
You both.
All right. It's a lapel pin. You get a flag and a challenger token. Same thing for you, Charles. Appreciate your service. Thank you for doing it, buddy. We're gonna have our picture made right here. All right, thank you. Go right ahead. We've been trying to get Robin for a little bit, but he had a busy schedule, basketball schedule and everything, so we're glad he could make it tonight. Roll call, please.
Mayor Harris.
Here.
Vice Mayor Dixon.
Here.
Councilmember Cardwell.
Here.
Councilmember Newman.
Here.
Councilmember Ridings.
Here.
Thank you.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming to the Loudon City Council meeting. My name is Mayor Jeff Harris, and I'd like to welcome everyone to our meeting tonight. Tennessee law gives every Tennessean the right to attend city council meetings and to see how their government operates. We appreciate you taking time out of your personal schedule to be here tonight to see how your government works. It's my intention to, as your chair, to create a space where everyone feels seen, heard, respected, and valued. You should have a copy of tonight's agenda. If you don't have one, you can get one on the table over at the back of the room. That's your guide to the topics we're going to be discussing tonight. In order to conduct efficient business-like meetings, City Council has adopted some specific rules to follow. These rules are designed to keep the meeting moving, assure that all points of view are heard and considered, and to provide for common courtesy. In a few minutes, we'll come to a place on the agenda entitled Citizens Input, where anyone that has signed in can speak to council is encouraged to do so. We ask that you wait until you've been recognized before you speak. After being recognized, we ask that you approach the podium and follow 3 simple rules. At the beginning of a presentation, state your name for the record, address all your questions to the chair, and avoid the use of improper language, profanity, or any other inappropriate conduct. Once the citizens' input portion of the meeting is over, the council will proceed with the remainder of the agenda. You're welcome to stay and observe the meeting, but be advised that any additional comments from the public will be limited to 3 minutes and at the discretion of City Council. We ask everyone, remember, we're doing the people's business here tonight. It's a very important responsibility to all of us. You can help us do this business by observing the rules we've established for our meetings. Again, I want to welcome you to our City Council meeting. We're glad that you're here tonight. We've got several more recognitions to make. So we got a lot of visitors here. Thank y'all for coming. So I'm going to turn this next section over to our Director of Public Safety, Mr. Brubaker.
Thank you, Mayor. So tonight we're going to recognize 4 of our retired police officers and 1 of our current police officers. We're going to start with our retired officers. And due to scheduling conflicts, this has taken us a couple of years to coordinate. You know, one was out of the state and some varying schedules. We're going to take care of this tonight. We usually have a shadow box. I think most of you guys expressed you want to do your own thing with your own weapon. So we're going to present them the sidearm they carried while they were on duty here. We're just going to start in order they retired. So Benny, you want to come up here first, please? So Officer Benny Hauser came to work for us in 2005, left us in 2022 with 17 years of dedicated service. And also before that served 10 years in Sweetwater and Tellico Plains for a total combined service of 27 years. And during your time here, Benny, I think you're always known as one of our top DUI enforcement officers and most proactive officers, and also served as an FTO. So Benny, we're going to present you. Matt, you want to take the duty honor?
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, nobody run off, please. Bobby Langford.
Thanks, Bob.
So Bobby came to work for us in 2005. Oh, I'm sorry, looking at Benny. In 1997, was before that, wasn't it? And left us in 2024 with 27 years combined service. And during Bobby's time was also an FTO and served as our firearms instructor for many years. So Bobby, we appreciate you. Thank you. Mr. Russell. So Kent came to work for us in 1995 and left us in 2024. Prior to Loudon Police Department, he worked for Loudon County Sheriff's Office, TVA Police, and military police in the Army. But if I got that right, total combined 37 years of service in law enforcement. So during his time here, he served as a sergeant and our training officer, and we definitely appreciate you, Kent, and miss you. And last but not least, Sergeant Mike Newman. Yeah, standing up there. So Mike came to Loudon Police Department in 1995 and left us in 2024. During his time here, he served in many capacities, including assistant chief, sergeant, general department instructor, training officer, FTO, and detective. I think I got them all. So prior to coming to us, he also worked for Loudon County Sheriff's Office for 5 years, for a total combined service of 34 years with law enforcement. Thank you, sir. All y'all come back up for a picture, please.
We love you, Ranger Mike.
So with that being said, these four represent over 125 years of experience in law enforcement with dedicated service, and they definitely left a huge imprint on Loudon City and our officers.
Hey, can we get a desk call before can we get a desk
Oh, Manager, one more.
We got one more. Cameron? So now we got one of our current officers. You'll never be. So Cameron was recognized in December by the Tennessee Highway Safety Officers. He was awarded the Speed Enforcement Award for East Tennessee for 2024. And what that means basically, he's out there being proactive every single day, keeping our city safer, slowing people down out on the road. So Cameron, we appreciate your effort and dedication.
Thanks, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
All right, thank you. We'll take a short break right here, so if anybody needs to leave, feel free to. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for your years of service.
All right, so let's do a dress rehearsal for National Anthem. What?
I had somebody, I had a girl tell she was going to do it. She worried about it all week.
You said turn around dress. He wasn't
You got to like the first 2 words you go, I can't do it. You walk out.
In the middle of it.
That's my dream of mine, to do the National Anthem.
I've done it in high school before.
Yeah, I think I want to do it at the middle school. That's nice.
Maybe elementary.
Maybe elementary, yeah, you're right, elementary would be fine. Yeah, once I like to do it.
What you do is you start it and go, everybody.
Sing it if you know it.
You don't think you can just mess the words up?
You mess them up real quick. We freeze up quick. It's more. It's like,
Always had a card, because it's like, you get ahead of yourself sometimes, like, wait a minute, did I say that yet? Because you're waiting for them to read, and you forget where you were. If you just went on.
yeah, really.
Are you still around?
No, yeah, Billy Bibbins did. I did it for 25 years. All right, we'll call our meeting back to order. The next item on the agenda was, Mr. David Hollinshead, supposed to be here from public service. He's a public service manager, municipal sales. He was supposed to come and give an update. I will tell you that the landfill expansion was approved by TDEC. Last week, I think it was, I got a thing from Adam Waller saying that was a big lift, that they've been trying to get that done. He was gonna be here to give a report on that and answer any questions, so I'll continue hounding him to get him here, but he didn't make it here tonight for some reason. I've reached out to him a couple times to remind him, something must have come up, so.
Get ready.
Yeah, we'll keep those questions and we'll drill him when he comes. Next item on the agenda is adoption of the agenda. That was mailed out to everyone. So I need a motion and a second.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any questions about the agenda? If not, I'll ask for a vote to approve the agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. I don't think there's any citizens input. We have just the loyal ones left here now. So thank y'all for being here. Approval of the minutes, the regular meeting from December 16th. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes? Have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions about the minutes? I will make, just note that Attorney Fry could not be here tonight. Something came up he had to deal with, so he texted me this, before the meeting, said he couldn't make it, but, he said the minutes were fine, so. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Next item is authorizing application to the Historic Preservation Fund and committing to the matching funds. This would be,
Motion to approve.
okay, if approved, the remaining 40% will be provided by the city as matching funds. So this is, a resolution to authorize the application. We have a motion and a second. Any questions about what this is for? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Next item is, authorizing the police department equipment to be considered surplus. This is,
Motion to approve.
32 Glocks, gonna be declared surplus, trade-in, and it's already budgeted for the replacements, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we have a motion to approve. Have a second? Second to approve the authorization of this surplus. Any questions? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Next item is, regional grant application to the Federal Emergency Management Agency for the 2024 Assistance to Firefighter Grant Program through the Loudon County Fire Chief Organization and committed to the matching funds. This is for some portable band radios, 26 of them. Okay, if it's approved, the match of $23,000 is appropriated in next year's fiscal budget. So we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any questions about what we're approving for this grant application? Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Next item is something we do every year, approving the City of Loudon Section 125 cafeteria plan for all of our employees. Do we have a motion to approve that?
Make a motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. Any questions? Okay, all those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Okay, we have a couple of one ordinance, and this is amending the 2024-25 fiscal year budget. Those budget amendments are in your packet, supplied by, Director Huskins. Is there any questions? If not, I'll ask for a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussions about any specific line item that we can clarify or explain or discuss? Anyone? If not, we'll ask for a roll call.
Vice Mayor Dixon.
Aye.
Councilmember Newman.
Aye.
Councilmember Cardwell.
Aye.
Councilmember Ridings.
Aye.
Mayor Harris.
Aye.
Thank you.
So we'll have a public hearing.
February 24th.
Okay.
6:25.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
6:25. Okay, that's all the items for board action, council action. So next is just acknowledging the report on debt obligation. This is related to the 8 million grant or the revenue bonds that the utilities, we don't have to vote on this, we just have to acknowledge it, and it has to be in the minutes. So any questions about it? I think we've discussed, I think, Councilmember Carver brought that up at our workshop and that we were applying for that, so it is noted in the minutes and there's no action to be taken, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Next item is, fuel quote, which you can see December 17th. The low quote for the purchase of fuel was received from Rogers Petroleum And also you see January 15th, and it was from Rogers Petroleum for the projected amounts listed there, 17,698, 19,180. Any questions about that? Fuel quote comparisons? Okay. We're moving right along here. Department reports. Mr. Hogan, we're gonna start with you. Do you have anything to report to us?
I have nothing to report, sir.
Okay. Chief Brubaker?
I just wanted to brag on our manager. He's been down, fire department today joining us for in service, so I think he got a good experience with our crew down there, and he's coming back the rest of this week,
Is he
so.
gonna be tased or?
We may try and get this.
Let us know when it's taking place. That should be.
Maybe do it at the meet and greet.
We can try.
There you go.
Let's have an audience.
Yeah, I second that, but.
Yeah, I second that motion. All right, thank you.
Fire hose down.
Director Harrell.
Well, I have a short meeting,
I saved you for last.
there, so, a couple of things, talked about the meeting, is what I meant to say. The REC met, last Wednesday, with Kimley Horn, that talked about the upgrades at the park. We kind of had a public meeting, get some input. I think we have about 8 people to attend that, no one knew, so that's great to have people that we didn't know have input on it. The entire board was there, Eric wasn't able to be there, so I'm kind of giving his report tonight. That there was a lot of input, a lot of good conversation from that, and I think you'll really see that in the meetings that are coming out. Also, probably the week prior to that, the weekend, we had enlightened our manager with the snowfall, that he got to see us a little bit in action there. So we handled it pretty good. We blew up a salt spreader and tore it all to pieces, but other than that, things went pretty good. And other than that, thank you, Mayor. Everything's going okay.
Your crew did a fabulous job with
Thank you,
that. They did I know they were still out scraping 11 o'clock or later, and I saw them out, so, job well done by your department. Director Huskins, you have anything?
I do not, Mayor, thank you.
Okay. Megan, do you have anything?
No, sir.
Okay, council member reports. Eric, I guess he gave your.
He gave my rundown. Well, didn't really steal my thunder. I was at home on the council member.
Correct.
With Zoom call, but, I second what Director Hill said.
I've seen a lot of the plans, these maintenance items and things that's coming up. I think it's gonna be good and much needed.
That comes up, for a pre-bid meeting. I meant to mention that. That's Wednesday at 2 o'clock and 2:30. If anybody'd like to attend that, we've had some pretty good interest this go around, so, Kimley Horn will handle that for us, Wednesday the 29th.
Okay.
So, reminder of that.
That's what I'm here for.
Yes.
All right, Vice Mayor Dixon?
Okay, I wasn't at the, planning commission meeting, so I don't have anything to,
Well, we just had a BZA, wasn't it?
yeah. and
Yeah, it was
BZA
just a
is all
BZA, and,
There's a couple items on there.
and they were both approved. They were both, one was a lot of record, I think it was just the size of the lot, in your area, in your neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah,
That was approved, and I forget the other one, you remember, Michael?
Both of them were related to minimum lot sizes for lots of record.
Yes, it's the lot size was smaller than 10,000 square feet.
When it was down below me.
Right. So both those were approved. Councilmember Cardwell.
Yes, the Loudon Utility Board met today at 4:30. First thing that was authorized is we authorized LJA Engineering to develop a comprehensive sanitary sewer master plan. The next, we authorized the same company, LJA Engineering, to provide engineering services for the sanitary sewer rehabilitation Phase 2. We also authorized Johnson, Merriam, and Thompson to perform survey services around the Robertson Springs Booster Pump Station property. We also authorized OHM Advisors for electrical design of a standby generator at the Robertson Springs Booster Pump Station. We awarded a bid for the Corinth Ground Storage Tank Rehabilitation in contract with USG Water Solutions. We also approved the 125 cafeteria plan, same as the city did. And also the natural gas rate was established at 182, up from 117. So quite a jump on natural gas, really due to all the cold weather further south of us, really hitting on the demand. and that was all from the utility. There was no Historic Preservation Advisory Committee meeting because of the training we had, so we canceled it for this month, and there was no Visitor Bureau meeting this month.
Okay, and the utility board did all that in about 10 minutes?
Yes,
Oh,
11 minutes,
11 minutes.
11 minutes, so.
Well,
It took him longer to read it.
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
it took him a lot to report.
but we had a presentation, that's what slowed us down.
Councilmember Ryder, do you have anything to bring up?
No, sir.
Okay, just a couple of things. I wanna thank the council for their, dedication to coming to the training, and Melissa, thank you for your help and guidance in the process and the extra hours put in. It's good refreshers and good reminders and of our responsibilities and how to conduct meetings and all those kind of things. A couple of things I need to be reminded of, and I just wanted to bring out. Basic tools for elected officials. The first one was understanding your role. It says, learning the basic difference between policy and administration, and understanding our role as policymakers. Focus on what is to be accomplished and not how it's supposed to be accomplished. Leave that up to the staff. And I think that's just a good reminder that I pulled out of that. Also, civility and teamwork. Learn to disagree without being disagreeable. I think that's an important trait we should share up here. It says, once you have voted on a subject, support the decision even if it didn't go your way. Decisions are being made by democracy. That's what's the good part about it. Democracy works, and majority rules, then we support that decision. That's the way that's the way it should work. And then the last one I wanted to mention was, it says trust your staff. In order to be effective, you must learn to trust the city staff. Remember that they may do things differently than you would, but that's okay. Your trust will free them up to do the best job possible. If you express a distrust in them, they develop a fear of failure, which will lead to inaction. They may only do the minimum necessary to get by because they're afraid of being criticized. Trust them to do their job, and I think we'll see that most of our people do. So that's just some points that I think it's a lot of good information. Those are just some highlights that I pulled out of there that I need to be reminded of, and I just wanted to mention those in here. We have some anniversary dates with the utilities. We have Kyle Talent, water treatment plant. He celebrated 6 years of service. Our own Diane Cartwright here in the building. She celebrated 12 years in the accounting department. Greg Lambert, he's our safety coordinator. That's 19 years. And then Travis Williams, 27 years, electric department. And then Toby Massey in the that's James Cinnamon. We recognized him in the utility board meeting, wastewater treatment plant, 30 years. And he said he's been there, the wastewater treatment plant, for 30 years. He hadn't moved around. I mean, that's remarkable. That's remarkable. So those are the utility. And from the city, we just had a few. Jacob Ratliff's the fire department. Ryan Stevens, facilities maintenance department. And then the old man on the block was Brian Jenkins, with 29 years in the police department. So I want to thank them for their service to the city of Loudon and Loudon Utilities. Just a couple other announcements before I turn it over to Vice Mayor Dixon for birthdays. There's a citizen that is planned a community cleanup day this Saturday, February 1st. She asked me to announce this at 12 o'clock. This is not something the city's sponsoring. I guess a group of local citizens have organized it. They're gonna be meeting at the Lions Club Pavilion at 12 o'clock Saturday, February 1st, if anybody would like to join them on that. And then a reminder, tomorrow night, the meet and greet for our city manager and his family will be at the Lyric Theater on Grove Street downtown. That'll be at 5:30. So invite everyone to that. Meet Kevin Goins and his family. They'll be there. So we look forward to that. Okay, Vice Mayor Dixon, you have some birthdays, I think.
We do. For the month of January, the police department, Sam Harrison, January 29th. From the fire department, Christian Gonzalez, January 20th. Aaron Gray, January 7th. Mike Hodge, January 31st. And from the public works, Colton Brown, January 12th. And Jason Lorenz, January 26th. And from electric department, Greg Brown, January the 3rd. From the gas department, Lynn Davis, January 6th. Jamie Petty, January 27th. Chase Randolph, January 17th. And from the wastewater treatment plant, James Cinnamon, January the 11th. Customer service, David Garner, January 27th. That's all I have, Mayor.
Okay, happy birthday to all those. Manager Owen, do you have anything to?
I do.
Okay, all right. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Have a second? And second, okay. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Okay,
6:56.
all right.
I didn't have time for some Carl. You know, they close on this.
Jim.